Gen V, and we are back, baby. I'm almost better. My arm is almost better, but I thought let's do one more stationary improv. And last week we did documentary. Week before we did the improvised podcast. This week we're going to try improvised therapy. Won't that be nice? Now Ben did say that he wanted to work on accents and character and stuff. So I'm going to make him be the three different clients that come in. I'll be the psychologist. Any words, anything you want to say before we start, Ben?
Yeah, I have no recollection of saying I wanted to work on characters, and
Okay.
I think this is a great idea anyway. The reason I'm a great improviser is because I live so much in the moment that I have no memory at all of what I've agreed to or asked for.
He's pretty much his grandparents were goldfish. Okay, so I'm going to get a suggestion from my actual client notes. But there would be no, this is anonymous. We don't know who this is. But I'm going to just pick just a random sentence or something. Okay, great. So the suggestion for the show, or even this first client, whatever you want to do, is personal space hot desk.
Yes, and just to be clear before we start, a hot desk is that a known thing? What that means? What a hot desk
Okay,
is?
so what yes, it was a
Okay, I got it.
great idea they had for connection in an office, and ended up most people hate it.
Right. A hot desk is a desk where you have people
You got to
where you
bring
don't
all
have the
your
same desk
stuff.
every time.
Yeah. You got to bring all your paraphernalia, and at the end of the day, you got to move that paraphernalia, and it's just you've got no personal space. You got nothing that's yours. So that's your suggestion for inspiration.
Mhm. I'm a happy person. I don't even know why I'm here.
Okay, Oliver, that's good to know.
Oh, just, I mean, if I had to pick one thing,
Hmm.
you know, I, I'm very friendly. I'm very open. I'm very
I can
social.
see that. Yeah.
Yes. And when I want to just be out there for everybody to see, I'm just there. Everyone can see me and I'm here. I'm there. You
So,
know,
Oliver, can I ask you what happens if everyone can't see you?
I shut down.
Right. And is this an example of that now that we're seeing?
If people don't see who I am
Hmm.
all the time, then who am I?
So it worries that you won't know who you are if you're not being performative.
I'm this person. Here's me. I'm Oliver. I'm the fun guy at the office. I'm the one who brings extra sprinkles for when people have birthday cupcakes. And I say, hey, there's not enough sprinkles on this cupcake. And I'm the guy with the extra sprinkles and they're in my drawer. And everyone knows Oliver is the extra sprinkles guy.
Good. So who is Oliver when he's not the extra sprinkles guy?
There is nothing.
Okay, well, I don't know that that's true, Oliver, that
There's an
there's
empty
there's
vessel
nothing.
that sits
I
at
empty that. I'm
home
just going to write some things down.
when I had my own desk in my own corner office.
Right.
When I was the vice president of foreign
Vice president.
affairs. Yes.
Okay. And
I
and what are you now, Oliver?
I'm a temp because when
Okay.
I go out, I can just do anything and I can just be whatever anybody needs me to be at any given time and do whatever they need me to do at any given time. And I just sit at this desk sometimes and I sit at that desk sometimes and I sit at this desk sometimes. I'm sitting in this chair talking to you right now. I'm just fun. I'm just quirky. And when I'm alone as the CEO of foreign affairs in a corner office, I sit there and I am nothing.
Okay. So are you saying you were demoted from the foreign affairs, or was that a choice that you became a temp? How did that play out, Oliver?
I was in my office I got there at 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I was there until 8 a.m. And then I was there until 8 a.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, before people noticed that I wasn't leaving my desk. They
Okay,
took me
Oliver, I just want to
out and
clarify.
they picked me up out of my chair
Right.
and they put me in the ambulance. And I was totally fun. I was the guy being like, "What's this tube that's in me? That's kind of crazy. I thought you were supposed to drink from your mouth." And I had my extra sprinkles, be like, "Haha, this is kind of a crazy little yogurt that you're giving me in the ED," and sprinkling it in there and making like, "Oh, am I being too loud?" And I had a great time. I had a great time. And that's when I realized that, hey, I'm more of a people person than this whole vice president of foreign affairs that my parents wanted me to be, that I had 7 years of training for, master's degree, PhD, and MBA. I thought, that's not me. I'm the people person. I'm Oliver.
Okay, so how did you come to that conclusion, Oliver, that you were not that person?
Because when I was by myself in that corner office,
Mm-hmm.
I was nothing.
You were nothing. Okay. So I feel like you're processing some emotions right now, Oliver, as I see that you're just blank, which
There
tends
are
to
no
be what
emotions. This
right,
is
right.
who I
Okay.
am deep inside. There is nothing, nothing,
Okay.
nothing,
Okay.
nothing, nothing,
Hmm.
nothing, nothing,
Okay.
nothing, nothing.
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles! Did you need some sprinkles? You want some sprinkles? You know what? I noticed on your little notebook right there that you don't have a lot of sprinkles on that notebook. Well, look what Oliver has for you.
Oh,
Sprinkles,
okay. Oh,
sprinkles,
wow. Okay.
sprinkles.
Great. Great.
Oh,
Great.
oh,
I'll
isn't your
just
light just like
need to
much lighter
write
now? Isn't
here.
your day just so much better? Like, somebody came along with a little sprinkles. I have some glitter too, in case things get really crazy. And it's biodegradable because I don't want to like bother all the environmentalists out there that are like, "Oh
Mm.
God, the sprinkles are destroying the world." No, they're just fun. We need more fun. Do you
So,
need
so
more fun?
Oliver, can I ask you,
Yeah.
do you ever feel like you're a burden?
What? A burden? No, I'm just a joy for everybody, all
Mm.
around, all the time. Why would you ask that? That'd be crazy. That would be crazy that I'd be a burden on anybody. That'd be crazy, crazy,
No,
crazy, 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 crazy,
okay,
crazy,
just
crazy, crazy.
okay, okay. Oliver, I was just asking if that was a feeling that you had at any point, not saying you are a burden, but do you at all feel like a burden sometimes? I
Yes,
notice you're feeling a lot about that.
I feel like a burden. I feel
Mm.
like why would anybody want me
Mm.
around? I'm a temp
Right.
because my presence is always meant to be temporary in their lives. What
And
am I
Oliver,
even doing
you remember
here?
the first time you felt this feeling?
Now.
Oh, okay. Well, we've run out of time. So I'd love to see you next week. I think this would be good for us to have a weekly session. And
Yep.
that gives us something to think about, perhaps. Being a burden, but you're not really a
Sprinkle,
burden.
glitter, foreign affairs, smile,
Uh,
happy, fun, burden, 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 happy, happy. Cheek up,
Okay.
smile. Is your birthday? Is it your birthday? Is it
So
your birthday? Is it your
Oliver,
birthday?
when you get
Smile. Am I
outside, I just
bothering
want
you?
you to
Am I
drink some
bothering you? Am I
water and
bothering you?
hydrate
Am I
yourself a little
bothering
bit and
you?
just
Am I
calm
bothering
yourself
you? Am I
down. And you're
bothering
not a
you?
bother. You're not a bother. You're not a
Am I a
burden.
burden?
No, you are not a burden.
Maybe it's better just to be nothing. Nothing.
Okay. So, Oliver, what I'd like you to think
Nothing.
about is not penduluming so much between everything and nothing and perhaps coming to some kind of middle ground. Anyway, I need you to leave because I've got my next client coming in.
Okay, no, I don't want to
And
bother you. I don't want to bother you. Sure, if you want
okay,
to bring in
you
the
don't want to
next
be
person, bring him in,
a
bring him in,
burden.
bring him in. Good,
Okay.
good. Great.
Thank you.
Okay, sure. Oh
Lovely
yeah,
to lovely to meet
anytime.
you.
Oh, great, great,
Lovely to
great, great,
meet
great, great, great,
you.
great.
Okay.
Sprinkles in your life.
Okay.
What do we do from here?
Second client.
Right, but like, do I have another problem? Here, you can introduce. Yeah, you can just
Up
introduce
to
the problem to
you.
me on camera. All right, just give me
Okay.
one more of your problems. Was that identical to what your client that you're working with is experiencing? Did I nail it?
Uh, yes, definitely. I think you did.
Okay, okay, great.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's kind of a sixth sense that I have.
Okay. So, David, good to see you again. Now, our last
David
time,
is David.
David, that's right. Uh,
David.
now, David, the last session we had, we spoke about your need for perfection and how
Oh
we were just
yes.
going to try and be okay with 80% there as opposed
Oh
to
yes.
100% there.
Oh
And
yes.
how's that
Yes.
been going? How was your week? What happened during the week? Were
I
you
have done
using
very
that
well.
principle?
I have done very well. Very
How
well.
well,
Oh, very well, very
David?
well. Well, as you
But
know
not
from my
too
cabinet,
well, not
oh,
100%.
I've been doing
I
80% well.
yes.
Yes,
Okay, good.
yes, yes. So as you
Good.
know, I make some of the finest cabinets in
You
all.
You showed
Yes,
me the photos
yes,
last week. Yeah.
yes. Some of the
hmm
finest cabinets in Belgium, in Belgium, yes. I make some of the finest cabinets in Belgium. And so what I have decided instead to do is when my
hmm
client comes and they say, have you built me the most beautiful cabinet in the world? And I say, yes,
hmm
I have built you 80% of the most beautiful cabinet in the world.
Good.
So
So
what
we're making progress.
I'm making so much progress. So the cabinets that I have now, they have safety features for them to when you open and close the door to make sure they're called hinges, hinges. Yes, and
Great.
we make sure to put extra support inside so when you close the hinges, they don't fall apart. So what I have done is I have just not inserted the hinges. I have not inserted any of the safety mechanisms. And so when they take the cabinets home, they immediately feel the
Okay.
80% of beauty and they collapse
Um,
at the very first moment they get them.
okay.
And I
So
tell
I
them
think
it is
maybe
better for
there's a
my mental
miss.
health.
No, I miss.
Mm.
I think maybe there's a miscommunication here. When I say 80, I mean the conglomerate of the whole cabinet. So not 80% as in fixture and fittings. So 80% of the effort or 80% of, that in your estimation of something, that it's 80% as good is
Mm.
probably everyone else's 200%. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
see. Oh,
it's your estimation.
this
Yeah.
reminds me of my gym habits. As you know,
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
burning over
A
2,000
lot.
calories for every half an hour
Too much.
Pilates session that I was doing, and it was too
Yeah.
much. So what
Mm.
I've done is I've gone to the gym and I've gone right 80% up to the door of the gym, and I make it
Yes.
80% of
See,
the way
that's
there. And I have
mm.
gained 20 kilo since our last
Okay, David. I
conversation.
did notice that you are steadily putting on weight. I didn't actually realize that you were taking it literally. So what
I
I'm
plan
saying
on
about
being 80% bigger by the time we are done with our
I'm
sessions this
not
year.
sure that's a good idea. So so um David, what I
David,
mean,
David.
David,
Oh, I see
what
what you were doing there. You were 80% saying my name
saying your
correctly.
name. Well,
80%.
okay, if yes. So what I want you to think about is just, your perception of something being good. Just let that be 80% of the perfection that it was. So not the literal 80%. So not 80% of a cabinet an 80% of a workout. Okay.
Oh, 80% of
Your
the effort.
perception,
80%
well,
of the
yes, I
effort,
guess.
yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Sort of. Yes. It's more remember how you weren't sleeping and you had these new sort of sleep routines where you were just sleeping every 20 minutes so often and you were you're being a perfectionist about that. So it's kind of like your perception is that you're being a perfectionist on it as a whole. So it's
Yes.
like let's
Oh,
just take
David
that back.
understands. Oh, yes, yes.
Yes?
So, with my
Okay.
wife, yes, because I feel like I was destroying our relationship with too much, too much everything, basically. And so,
Mm.
what I have done is that during our sexual sessions that we are having, which used to be every day, but that was too perfect, I've reduced them to 80%. So that we are
Right.
only having sex 5 out of 7 days, and then I bring her 80% of the way to orgasm.
Okay, so again, David, I think maybe you're taking this
I am doing a
literally.
great job. I am doing 80% of the best job.
Okay,
Let
David.
me quote my wife. My wife used
Mm,
to say, "Oh, oh, 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 oh," and then, but now she says, "Oh, oh, oh, oh."
yeah. I don't want this to be causing more problems, David, because your sex life is
David,
important,
but I see
and
what you did there with the 80%. Very good,
mhm.
very good. Hmm.
So I don't want you to be creating more problems in your relationship due to the 80% orgasm. So what I would like you to do is go back to how you were doing things before, and I will try my best to create a new strategy because I don't think we're quite on the same wavelength with that. So feel free to take her to climax the next time, and feel free to add hinges and all bits and pieces to the cabinets. Feel free to enter the gym from now on, and we will discuss a new way of looking at it in an 80% sense. I hope that makes sense, but I don't have time to go into it any further. So thank you so much. And I really feel like you're putting a lot of effort into this. I'm hoping it's not too much effort because that would,
I'm
not be
putting
what
in
will.
100% into the
Mm.
80%. Oh, maybe that's the problem. I need to put in 80% of the 80%.
Ha ha ha. Okay,
And
no,
the only way to
80%
do
of the
that,
100%. 80% of the 100% would be good. Yes?
80, and the only way to do 80% of the 80% is to do 80% of that.
Um,
And then 80% of the 80%, it is, I, I'm
oh,
80% of the way there right now. And 80%
okay. I can
of
hear
the
my other client
80%
on the door.
of the
I'm so
80%
sorry,
of the
David.
80%.
Um,
I will leave you right now. I will
hmm.
get 80% out of my chair. I will walk 80% out of the room.
David, I don't think you need the chair. You don't need to take the chair. Um, David, David, David. Um, Okay, I'll just let you take 80% of each step and until you're out of the room. And meanwhile, I'll just invite my other client in. So you can just take your
I
time.
will welcome
Uh,
your client in.
yes, please do.
Next client, please come in the.
Mm. The room, yes, come in. That's right. That's fine. Just come past him. He's doing therapy. It's homework. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just pass. Yeah, that's fine.
You want me to
Just
like?
let
Do you want
him.
me to like
It's
kick?
some.
Do you want me to kick his ass or?
No, that's fine. And maybe just help him out the door a little bit. Wow. Okay. Great.
There we go. There you go.
Wow.
Figure your shit
Okay.
out, buddy.
Great. Oh, wow. Okay, good. Hello. This is our first session. Did you want to give me a little bit of background about what brings you to the session
Do you want
today?
me to sit on that guy's chair or what?
If that's pleasing to you, then yes, by all means.
Yeah, pleasing to
Yes,
me.
we do
All
have a
right.
pillow if you need one.
Yeah, I worked my glutes out a lot earlier. So, what's
Okay.
my problem?
Yes. So is it
What's
Gil or Jill? What how do I say that name?
Gillian?
Gillian?
Gillian.
Gillian. Okay. Great.
Yeah, I didn't make up the name.
I wouldn't have
That's my
thought
parents
so.
before they saw what busted
Mm,
out.
okay. Gillian.
Yeah,
Like,
Gillian.
oh, as in the chocolate? Gillian? Are you French? Do you have a French background? Is that
What the fuck did you just say to me?
okay? Maybe not. Okay, so Gillian, that's fine. So Gillian, just talk me through what made you want to come to therapy?
Yeah, this is court mandated.
Oh, right. You're that client. Okay, yep, fine. Okay. And so how have things been going? I understand you're seeing a different therapist every day for different aspects of the crime.
It's
Um,
yeah,
hmm.
you gotta go ahead with the forensic psychologist, and then I had to go with the knife specialist. I had to go with the post-traumatic abuse specialist. Uh, then
And
there was that guy.
you did get to Alcoholics Anonymous as well. I think I can see that on your form.
Got there. Narcotics
Mm-hmm.
Anonymous.
And both.
Yeah,
Okay, you're right.
anger management. Pfft, you know,
Right. And how's all that going? Do you have a favorite at the moment?
and water. I hope that's water, cause
Well, it is. We try and provide hydration.
sweet ass.
Yeah.
So, do you have a question for me, or like, what do I got to do to get out of here? What do I got to do to make you sign that paper?
Right. Well, this is psychodynamic therapy that we have here.
What the fuck did you just call me?
No, not you. The therapy itself is called psychodynamic.
Did you
Okay.
just call me
No, not
dynamic?
psychotic. Dynamic, yes, definitely. I mean, I saw the way you lifted that man out of the door. I mean, it was quite erotic, but I shouldn't say that as a therapist. Um, this is
I'm dynamic?
yes. Don't you think you're dynamic?
I don't know. No one's ever called me dynamic since Ma called me dynamic when I was 8 years old.
And was that a compliment at the time?
It was the last thing she ever said to me.
Oh, okay.
She said that I was the star dancer
A dancer.
out of anybody in the whole third grade play.
Mm-hmm.
She said I was the most dynamic reindeer that they had up for
Hmm.
anybody in the whole Christmas pageant.
And I see that's bringing up a lot of emotion.
Oh no, I don't got
Yeah.
emotion. I don't got emotion.
I okay.
All good. Focus on the psychopath.
So you said that that was the last time that you spoke to your mother. Was it because she passed away or she left the
Oh!
family or both? What what were the circumstances around that, Gillian? This is a safe space, Gillian. You can tell the truth.
We were at the opera. We
At
were at the
yeah,
opera,
at the
and
opera. Okay.
Pops, he said, "It's gonna be too many people out in the front. It's gonna get crowded." He had some kind of claustrophobia. Mom Mom was so proud. It was the Christmas opera. It was a Nutcracker. It was a pageant. It was
Okay,
all
and you're
things
the
wrapped up in
reindeer
one.
in
I was
this.
the
You're
reindeer. I was
the da
dynamic, and she
the
was telling
dancing
me.
dynamic reindeer in this. In
So we
this.
went out into the back alley, and
After the
he
show,
said,
or the show went out there?
after the show, and
Right.
she was telling me how good of a job I did, and I didn't look around to understand the danger of what happens when you're in an alley. And
Mm,
my dad, like a nice innocent young man who was not as tough as he should have been, didn't see the
mm,
robber, the mugger coming,
mm,
and he put
mm.
a gun right into my dad's face. And he said, "You, give me your wallet." And he said to my mom, "Give me your pearls." And they just froze. They didn't know what to do. And I was 8 years old and I didn't know what to do.
There's nothing you could have done. There's
And
nothing
he
you could
pulled
have
the
done.
trigger. Bam! And my mom said, "You're my dynamic little guy." Bam! He pulled the trigger and the pearls fell everywhere. And
Okay.
he turned to me, put a gun right in my face, and he said, "Hey kid, have you ever seen the devil dancing in the pale moonlight?" And then his partner said, "Come on, Jack, we gotta get out of here." And I
Oh.
just remember though that face the rest of my life.
Mm. And the pearls.
The pearls bouncing everywhere.
And what happened to your father, Gillian?
He dead! He dead! He had
He
the
died
bullet
as
in his
well.
head.
Okay. And then so what happened to you? You were there alone with your mother and father
Well, I
dead
ran
and
away as far as I could. I just kept running and running and running. And I was galloping and galloping and galloping. And I realized that I still had my little red nose on. It still had the
mm,
LEDs in it. And so I was following the light and following the light until I couldn't see anymore. And the next thing I know, I'm in a cave. And there was a
okay.
man, and he had all of these tools and toys and cars, and they were all like bats, and the bats started swarming around me, and they were telling me that I had to go and get justice for all of Gotham.
Okay, so Gillian, I think that bit is a movie called Batman. I'm not
Batman,
sure. I think
yeah.
our memories can do strange things and they can bring, different scenarios together. And so, by dealing with the death of your mother and your father, perhaps you want to feel like a superhero and that gives you the pressure of having to save the world. And so your mind has manifested a synthesis of Batman, the becoming of Batman in the cave to try to deal in some way with the feeling of helplessness that occurred at the time.
Is that what's happening?
Mm.
Well, I gotta tell Bruce all about this.
And say, and say, oh, that's the line. That's the line. Oh my God, my God, that was so funny. But all three of those characters, I seriously had to like try and be full straight. Because you know me, usually I ham up shit or whatever, but like having to be the straight.
Honestly, you were like you were really great and grounded for all those characters,
Yeah.
honestly, that was so great. Honestly, that was really good. You know, we do all sorts of different stuff, and it usually goes wacky, and
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
but your grounded in this stuff is just so good, so good.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, I think, and again, being a coach in real life helps. Like, as in, you've got to be the anchor for the other person. Like, that's got to be your intention the whole time. So whether it be in this scene or like in real life, if you're doing any kind of therapy, and
Excuse me.
oh, that was nice.
Oh,
Stuff's coming up.
I
Stuff's
muted
coming
everything
at
except
the
for the
wrong
burp.
time.
I muted all the coughing, but not for
It
the
was
burp.
quite a pleasant one though, so that was fine. But yeah. It's just that's what therapy does, guys. It brings things up. Okay. So, okay, cool. So, how did you go? Do you remember anything about it? Because you were really in your element, like while you were doing it. Do you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's so great of an experience. So the first one, I came in
Oh, that happy
and
that guy, the sprinkles guy,
yeah, the
yeah, yeah,
manic Oliver person. It's
yeah,
fun. And a couple things going through my mind there for other people that are doing this kind of thing. This is the first time I've ever done this exercise or game or whatever that we were doing
yeah.
format. It, it just a few things. One is I was playing this character and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be effeminate or offensive or whatever because I just found myself going that way. And I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna lean into the essence of this guy, what makes
Yeah,
him that tick. And then
yeah,
I have permission to be this guy the way he is, the way I'm accidentally playing him right now.
yeah.
And so I got to do that and it was fun. And then there's always a part of me, I don't know if it's the writer part of me or the impatient
Mm,
part of me or whatever, that's like, all right, ready for the change or what's deeper here. And so then we found out, why is this guy this way? And
mm-hmm.
well, I'm in therapy, right? So it's kind of easy and
That's
obvious. But
right.
I do
Yeah,
this in all my scenes anyway. But here
yeah,
especially, like, why are you this sprinkle guy? And
yeah.
what's beneath this person? And there's somebody that I've spent a lot of years with in my life that I've tried to figure out for a long time. Is like, what's really going on with this person? And I talked to someone else, and we both had this like hypothesis that there might not be anything beneath this person. Like, it is just who they are, which to me is like I've got like 10 layers as to who I am,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah,
seeing. I like to think of myself
yeah,
as fairly open as to who I am, but really you're only seeing like I think 5% of what's really going on.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I think this person is the 5%. And
Mm,
and
mm.
that has been very uh challenging for me. So I was
Yeah,
like, all right, maybe like when behind closed doors there is nothing happening.
yeah.
And then
Yeah, it was
from
so you were
there,
so still at one point. I thought you'd frozen up. Like you were
yes.
so still. I was like, so I just kept talking. So like if it's frozen, it'll come good in a second. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I wanted it to, and I'm always looking for the evolving thing, right? Like, how can
Mm,
this character learn and stuff? And so in a therapy session, I think it's important. I'm just making this up now, but
mm,
like that there should be therapy going on, like that there should be change and evolution, not just
mm.
like I'm displaying this character like in like a documentary. You don't need to get
Yeah,
therapy
yeah,
in a
yeah, that's
documentary.
right. Yeah,
So in the
yeah.
therapy format, there should be a change. Like, so you both
Mm,
have to like show the character. In my case, the way I like to show character is discover the character because I don't have
yeah.
anything pre-planned. So once we discover the character, then get into a deeper layer of the character and then get into healing and changing and improving. So then my healing was, and I started like listening just for one word or whatever that I could use as an excuse maybe to heal me. And
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but so then eventually it's like, oh, am I disturbing you? Am I bothering you? Or do you feel like you're bothering people? And then that's my epiphany. And so
Mm.
I
I
let
think I said
that
to you,
then
do you think you're a burden?
burden. Yes. Do I think I'm a
Yeah.
burden? And like let that
Yeah.
hit deep. And
Yes. Yeah,
so,
you did that
and
really well. Yeah.
cool. Well, the reason that character, sorry if I'm talking too much, but I'll stop in a second. So,
No, no, that's
uh,
fine.
that character's the way that character's epiphany would be is like he's so out of touch with himself
Yeah, yeah.
that like his epiphany just like does not compute like max headroom,
Yeah.
and it just
Yeah.
like blew him up into a virtual broken computer, and uh
Yes.
and so that was
Yeah.
his way out. Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was really good. And it was a really good juxtaposition of the outer character and the inner character. And then the psychologist is kind of framing that as well by kind of going, so, you feel performative, but if you're not performing, then who are you? And da 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 da. And there's a lot of therapist tropes that I'm using in there, you know what I mean?
you're
But it's
doing
it's
great.
really
That's so
cool.
great.
Yeah, it's really cool that you could just like show such a dynamic range
Mm.
in the character, especially that first character.
Mm.
But I think there was a dynamic range in all three. It was just dependent on what. But I mean, look, I thought fucking that was it David? I can't even remember.
David.
David, that's it. Yeah, yeah. I thought that was just so funny, like how it was just like more gamey. 80% of da da da. Like when you start bringing in numbers and that, it's kind of like. it was really funny. And then that middle guy, the middle guy. Oh,
David.
hang on.
That was the middle
David was the
guy.
middle guy. He was the middle guy. The last guy, the Batman
Gillian.
guy, or whatever that. That was like you just gave that to me on a plate where you start telling this story. I'm like, oh, and all that, and then, then I was in a cave. There was like bats and shit, and it was like,
So here's what happened. So like that was like again
it
the
was
thing, right?
great.
Like, all right, this tough guy, right? And this is an advanced skill for improvisers is that you can often play characters that are bad for improv as actors. So to be emotionally unavailable
Mm,
in an art form that's all about
yeah,
emotional resonance
availability.
and change is
Yeah,
dangerous because you could just play that character the whole time and you have nothing. So it's like, all right, as soon as you catch yourself playing someone who's emotionally unavailable, especially in a format about fucking therapy,
yeah,
then you have to look for the first excuse to have something
yeah,
break it.
yeah,
And so
100%.
and then so you said something like, psychodynamic drama or something,
Yeah,
psychodynamic or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah, yeah. That's
So
right.
at first I got, took offense to the psycho just to kind of repeat what you said,
Yeah, it was great.
uh,
Yeah,
oh, the first time, by the way, okay, I'll get back to that in a second. The first time I took offense to what you said. But anyway, so then
yeah.
when you said the dynamic part, and then like dynamic, I could be dynamic. I don't need to be this single
Mm,
dimensional person. And then it's
mm.
like, and then you asked, I think you spoon fed me, did someone once call you dynamic or something like that? And so I was like, my
Yeah,
mom,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
obvious. And then you're like, give me your origin story. So then it's like, she was calling me dynamic in the show, and I wanted to be specific there because I know it sounds better and it gives you more to deal with. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
reindeer in the show. And then you're like, how did your parents die? And then the first thing that came to mind was like, oh, this is Batman, And then I was like, no, it's not Batman. Come on. And then I'm like, do you have anything else? And I was like, no. And I'm
It's
like,
gotta
oh
be.
my
You
God.
gotta
Now
say
I have to
yes to
do
yourself.
Batman. I know. You have to say yes. And this is why, like, I don't know, you might want to, like, practice in life, like, more deaths. I don't know, practice, like, monologizing so that you don't end up having doing the same thing over and over again. Because, like, two parents dying, how do they die? Batman. Okay, what else? Batman. No, seriously, Batman. It's like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah.
And even, like, Superman's parents, remember they're both named Martha. Remember that terrible movie where the Batman versus Superman, and like
Oh, no, I haven't seen it. No, no.
there's all these tropes. But anyway, so
Right.
then I was like, all right, so I'll just do Batman, and then I was like, wait, I already said a show. I already said the opera. I'll combine them. So I'll like combine
It
them,
was great.
and then the whole thing with like,
Yeah.
have you ever seen the Devil Dancing in the
Yeah,
Pale
what was
Moonlight?
that?
That's an
Yeah, yeah,
exact
what?
quote from Batman the 1989 movie.
Oh,
And the pearls bouncing on the ground. And this is all I'm just literally describing what happened in the movie.
yeah, but it was good because I didn't know it well enough to know. So I really bought into the story. But then the cave thing
Yeah,
and all that, I was like, is this Batman?
I know.
It
So
was
at
so
what point did
funny.
you think it might be Batman?
And not till then. Not
Oh,
until you
wait.
said you went into a cave
Oh God.
and then you said something about there was uniforms or something. I don't know what you said, but there was something that I was like, but it was perfect because it made my character really buy into the story as the therapist. And then it's like, hang on a minute. This is
Oh, that's great. So it's just Batman. And then you're like, Batman, you might be imagining Batman. And I just like went with it. And then like it was towards the end. So I was like,
yeah.
no, I must really be Batman. I gotta tell Bruce about this. Bruce
Yeah,
Wayne
yeah.
for the folks that
Yeah,
don't know the
yeah.
Batman legend.
Yeah. I
Oh,
got
this is
that
so
bit as
great.
well. I got that reference as well. But yeah, 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 great. So yeah, it's
I have
cool
to I
format,
have to go to
guys, if
the
you want to
to
try it.
the kitchen while we're talking to make sure that something doesn't burn. Otherwise, I would never do this to you.
Oh,
But let's keep talking.
okay, well, there we go. This is exciting, people. We get to
High
see
stakes improv,
the
everybody. You wanted high
kitchen.
stakes?
You get to see the kitchen, everyone,
And the hallway.
and the hallway. Wow, there's something in. Where the hell is
It's
that?
Batman flying through
How many
Gotham.
how many doors have you got, man?
I got a lot of
Wow.
doors. It's what you get when you're wealthy.
The more doors, the wealthier you are. Uh,
Mordor. Sorry,
okay,
I'm so
guys.
stupid.
We're gonna
He's
go soon
loopy.
because he's in film. He's in film now. He's in film reference.
Yes.
Um. So Is that noise a car or is that your food?
That is the spring of the oven door.
Right. What we'll end on this with Ben being very homely, and oh, that looks good.
Out of
Veggies,
focus, but good.
very.
Is broccoli.
Oh, nice, good iron and all those green things.
Best food is always out of focus.
My God, are you cooking for
Cauliflower.
an army or what the hell's going on here?
I'm cooking for an armless. My partner's getting carpal tunnel surgery tomorrow, and I need to like make food for her for weeks because she is the cook for our family, not because of sexism, but because I work 15, 16 hours a day, and so somebody's got to do it. So now I have to do it.
Wow. Well, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Um, what a good partner, hey? Doing all that.
I guess I cook for 2 weeks a year, so sure.
Well, I mean, I have the same thing with Luke, but it's just because he's better than me.
Oh,
You're a better cook. Like, do it. Whatever.
yeah.
All right. So guys, we're gonna say goodbye, but give it a go. And like Ben said, and it made me think of it too, is it's really cool to practice as well. How do you be really grounded and sort of straight, and then how do you be really like deep as the other person who's coming in as the client? So it's probably a good exercise even to do.
Yeah, to do both of them, and
Yes.
I don't I think I would love to see this actually with my characters being grounded as opposed to just broader characters, so that would be, maybe we could even do that next week.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
Yes.
All right. All right, guys. We'll send the bat signal out, and we will see you next week. We are Gen V signing off. Like and subscribe. See you later.
Save Gotham.
Save. Bye.